Hello everyone, my name is Hopskip and welcome back to Honkai StarRail. For today, it's finally time. We are continuing the Pentagon story with 2.1. And okay, quickly before I do that, I do want to say I did get Acheron. I have her light cone as well. I got insanely lucky and I got her at E1. Yeah, so I have her at E1. Her traces aren't that leveled up. They're only at like 6 right now, but I don't have enough stuff. So this is my team right now. It's not the most optimal. I might replace Luocha with Gallagher eventually once I get his E2 and I have enough stuff to level him up. But yeah, besides that, this is the team we're going to be going with today. And yeah, I don't want to sell too much. I haven't gotten spoiled at all, which is very good. And I am also extremely nervous about what's going to happen. I've seen people say that this quest is goated, so I'm very excited, but I'm also very nervous. And also, there's probably going to be a lot of parts, because I think this quest is like some people have done this in like 8 hours, so this is going to be a lot of videos. Alright, venturing video.
Oh, friend. My expression wasn't much better than yours when I first saw this.
Oh, so we're just going straight from where we were last time. Okay. God, I still hate your guts, by the way. Like by the way, when I say that, I hate him, but he's a good character. Like he fulfills his role as being a piece of shit.
Deceiving you. It's her, the famous singer Robin.
Yeah, what the fuck happened?
Well, first of all, can I just say that this had nothing to do with me? I'm just an unlucky bystander here. The family can testify for me. If you don't believe me, just ask anyone in the Bloodhound family. They hate me and they hate the IPC, so they'd never lie.
Well, you know, it's very, very blunt about it. Before we do this, I have a bit of a sort of theory, because they said their group in the IPC is the 10 Stonehearts, I think. They said something in the beginning about a Aventurine Stone, which is obviously, you know, his. I'm thinking, what if, like, 10 Stonehearts is more, like, literal? And, like, they literally need that stone to, like, live. It's like, what if that's actually... I haven't seen anything, by the way. This is just a theory that I have. But I don't know if that's actually true or not, but...
What I showed you was a memory. The most basic light cone manifesting tech, authorized by the Garden of Recollection and owned by the IPC.
Okay.
Did you really think the Galaxy Rangers were outsiders this whole time?
What do you mean by that?
Pentagon has made a solemn commitment to protect the safety of anyone inside a family dream. Any person in distress will be forcibly awakened and safely returned to reality.
Okay.
What gives them the confidence to make such conclusive statements? Because behind this promise is the harmony. The family's Dreamweavers link up their minds together to construct an unbreakable defensive line.
Okay.
Breaking
Where
through
are you
this
going
line
with
of
this?
defense to create death in the dreamscape. Not even a memo keeper could do that without the family's permission.
Yeah, so that's
Who
accurate.
could have done it, friend? The only one is her. The girl who calls herself a Galaxy Ranger. An imposter. An unsought guest. An emanator who hides her true identity.
I guess that's what I thought.
This
She's something
death was a
death.
foregone conclusion. And Robin? Her misfortune was staring right at her. Who will be the next to die?
I mean,
It's
I'm right.
fine. Listen to your gut. Building trust always takes time. And I'm willing to wait.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't think I'm ever gonna trust you, but...
You realize that wherever that legacy is concerned, covert plans are already underway throughout Pentagon. Everyone's got their own agenda. Careful you don't get stuck on the wrong side. If I were you, I'd keep my distance from Acheron. After all, any schemes out in the open are always going to be better than a monster in the shadows. Right?
Who's to say there isn't an even deeper conspiracy lurking beneath the surface?
Okay, what do you got?
Memo Keeper, I think our little deal is finished.
Aventurine is telling the truth. This memory is a real one, and there's no sign of any distortion grafting on.
Okay.
The IPC is not the Garden.
I mean, obviously he
There
knows
are
that
real limits to
she's
what
not
they
actually
can
dead
do.
because she's gonna be coming out in his packs, but...
Friend, let's not beat around the bush here. The thing is, I want to reach out personally to team up with the Astral Express.
No, fuck you. Why would I do that?
I told you I'm just not interested in scrambling for the legacy. I just came to Penacony for work. I'm here to retrieve some lost property for the IPC, if you catch my drift. I'm talking ownership of this frontier prison.
Okay, but why would they want it back now, of all times?
This has all become a bad debt thanks to the cancer of all worlds. The IPC has tried sitting down for negotiations time and again, but the family wouldn't even take our calls. You have no idea how
So there is there still around here? Is that what it means?
Put it this way. They've hushed up the existence of death before, so they can definitely cover up any news about Robin's death. It'll just quietly float off like a bubble and pop. Nobody ever being the wiser. That's not
what
fair,
you want.
right? So then, friend, I need your help.
Well, I swear to God, if he told me that one more time. Yeah, what kind of
I
help?
have but only one goal. The family's front door is like a high wall. And to tear the whole thing down, I'll have to dig out a few chunks first. Once I find a weak point, the IPC will have plenty of means. Now we have our chance. So long as we can get to the truth behind her death, we can have justice for Robin. While also gaining a valuable bargaining chip for bringing the family to the table. Truly a once-in-a-blue-moon opportunity. I've been investigating and making lots of friends all over Penacony precisely for this This tragic news would be extremely bad for the family. So they'll be doing everything they can to stop it leaking, especially to the IPC. But I trust that there are still a few factions that remain exceptions. And that's why I need you all. The reputation of the Astral Express precedes you. And the Harmony will give you the fairest of appraisals. You get to find out really what happened and seek justice. And I get to put it toward completing my mission for the IPC. It's what you call a win-win situation.
I want to say, let's just see what he says.
Don't worry, just head back and talk things over with your companion. That navigator is really smart. She must understand the value of this deal. Look, here's my contact details. If you come to any conclusions, call me. Oh, and take this. A thorough investigation can always use a little more funding. Don't mention it. So long, friend. I really am.
Because I know there's going to be split paths, but I'm wondering where it's going to come up.
Aventurine just sauntered off. He really doesn't mean to force it, but something still seems off.
Yeah, I feel like he's not. Like, you can't.
Now, what are your plans?
Black Swan. What is she thinking?
Yeah, alright, what do you got?
On the surface, this doesn't look like a bad deal for you. But Aventurine is a shrewd merchant whose scheme won't just be as simple as it appears to be.
I mean, of course not. I mean, we're going to have to fight him, so I'm obviously...
He doesn't know about Miss Firefly yet. But, judging by your reaction, he may have noticed something going on, and deliberately shifted topics to the truth of death, to try and pull you in line with his way of thinking. That's quick thinking and very sound logic. Aventurine is no fool, and working with him definitely has its dangers.
Yeah, that's true.
That is something I agree on. Anyway, be careful out there. There's more than one way to blaze a trail. In a dark forest beset by wolves, ensuring your own escape to safety should be your primary concern. As for the other questions...
Yeah, what happened?
I'm not sure the two cases were committed by the same culprit, but that massive wound looked like its winged blade. We've all witnessed it in action before. Plus, it seems unlikely that there would be two lethal entities loose in the dreamscape.
Well, I feel like that's foreshadowing.
Sorry, I can't answer that question. That ranger is shrouded in mystery.
Oh, and you afraid of her because of what happened to you? You know?
Providing an answer.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I know that's fucking bullshit.
Without a doubt, she's the most special guest at this banquet. It's like Aventurine said just then. It's best to keep your distance from her. Two victims appearing one after the other in a very short time span, in and of itself, that's very unusual. Two possibilities. The collapse of Penacony's dreamscape has started speeding up, making death extremely agitated and weakening the family's protections.
Okay, well, he does seem very pissed off. So.
Everything has been planned out and executed by someone.
I feel like it's a bit of both. I think it's
If someone has chosen these victims deliberately, first a smuggler, then a family celebrity, then this murderer's motives are worth thoroughly chewing over.
Okay, okay, that must be important because that's bolded and that's not really bolded before.
It's all happened so quickly, I can only make conjecture. After leaving here, go have a chat with your companions. I hope you can clarify the source of this confusion.
Alright, we go back.
Come, this way. It's a short walk. Don't get lost.
Okay, I wonder where Acheron and Sam went. Where are we going?
This way. This is where we part ways. All of this is like a nightmare. Unfortunately, the remembrance doesn't lie. What we just saw is the reality that happened. And it won't fade from our minds just because we wake up. But follow your heart and don't be afraid. We all walk through this world casting shadows of different...
Sorry if I'm not talking about some kinds of
and
absorbing all the
ultimately,
information.
all we leave behind are precious memories. Hold on just a sec.
Oh, what do you got?
There you go. A small parting gift. If one day you unfortunately fall into the deep waters of the memory zone, and there's no memo keeper to join you, hopefully it can guide you on my behalf.
That's 100% foreshadowing.
I also pay great attention to the ways of the world. Just think of this as an apology from me for hiding something from you. Then, I've something private to take care of regarding that Galaxy Ranger. Let's leave things there, shall we? What fascinating memories will you bring for me next time we meet? I sincerely look forward to them.
Why'd you have to say it like that? Why'd you have to say it? Oh. Oh, we got separated. Safe is one way to put it.
A family rep. Is Himiko okay?
Oh, that's probably Gallagher, isn't it? Yeah, I'm assuming what's gonna happen is we're gonna talk to them, and then this is when we're gonna get the split paths, probably. Alright, what's going on?
So much has happened. I should take a moment to gather my thoughts and wait for everyone to arrive.
What do we got now?
Perish that blade now.
Oh, I didn't.
Ranger.
Okay.
Do you still dream, Hunter? Of those slain by your hand?
Oh. Oh, Everflight. Oh, we're actually gonna see.
It appears the outcome has already been determined.
Oh, they're actually okay.
You're still alive. As are you. You still have room to make a choice. Leave the music box behind. Then go.
Choice. The bloody trail of the destruction leaves no room for hesitation.
Okay.
The Taurus Fire Demon. Even if you sacrifice your life for that eon, you won't get special treatment.
Do you think he's gonna listen to you?
You'll tread the narrow path of the hunt. You could never understand. We come from the fire and are born bathed in fire. We spread, burn, and destroy until all the kindling has burned out and we leave only ashes on the ground.
Okay.
Burning forms the entire life of a fire demon, from the beginning to the end. We are born to die, just to put into practice a profile of another universal truth. All things are created for the destruction.
Dude, this is insane.
Your companions don't seem to think so. They fight for your chance at survival.
They are my children, and just as I was, they are flames that have yet to burn white hot. They're still young, and I don't blame them. But my flames are faint, and time is running out. Can you see the planet of festivities in the distance? I plan to bring purgatory with me there, and before that, I must surpass you.
Dude, this is so interesting. What is that?
Because on the path they have forged, you have traveled farther than I have, Emanator.
Oh, so he knew.
You cannot hide your true identity. Draw that sword, for we shall indeed remain here, bound to fight a decisive battle to the death, for I choose this. Destruction is intense, but brief. To cravenly cling to life is to endure an endlessly prolonged existence.
Even if the answer turns out to be your own destruction.
This is so interesting. She's like, also I just realized her sword is still.
What is important is not the answer, but that it exists, just as you exist. Everything exists to be destroyed. Emanators are no different. Just as even sweet dreams may be born of the void, the so-called
Dude, this is insane. I did not expect this at all.
possible is merely something that has yet to happen.
All right. I accept.
You shall witness the most brilliant and intense fire in existence. May this flame illuminate the farthest reaches of your bottomless dream.
A bottomless stream. Yes, that's right. But you've made one small mistake. This blade remains in its scabbard not out of pity or scorn. It's a personal secret that I don't want to disclose. Perhaps out of reciprocity.
Okay.
I'll reveal the truth to you. The hunt is not the path I truly follow. May death be the end of your boundless dream, guiding you back to the waking world.
Dude, that's oh my god, bro. Oh, right here.
I still see them in my dreams. Hold it. Your time hasn't come yet.
Oh. Oh, we're actually okay.
Time.
I've seen many clever disguises that could conceal appearances. They can never cover up who a person really is. And you're no different. You had no desire to kill the Trailblazer. You only did what you did to drive me and the Memo Keeper away, but... why? Did Destiny's slave make you do it?
You know, Elio.
Okay, so that basically confirms it, right? He's Firefly, right? Like that basically just confirms it. Basically.
I thought this is just the kind of thing that'd get written into your script.
My script has always been brief. Other than that, anything beyond that is unnecessary. He knows my nature. There is but a single destiny from which no one can escape.
Dude, this is...
And until then,
Dude, this is so good.
I
This
hold
is
the privilege of choice. However, you appear to be ignorant of this, so it's time for me to inquire. Who exactly are you?
Not your enemy, perhaps.
That's not what I asked.
Oh, he says piss. He says
Deserve your curiosity. Loners wandering the cosmos always have their secrets. Take me. I'm wanted by the IPC, so it's little wonder that I know something about the Stellaron Hunters. That's all. Maybe I can help.
What reason would you have for doing that?
I tend to forget things. Which is why, rather than memories, I'm accustomed to using my emotions to capture what I normally wouldn't otherwise. So, I know who is inside that cold armor. How about it? Ready to take off that armor and sit down for a talk?
It's not yet time. I don't need help. But I can give you a suggestion that would make things better for you and me. If your goal is the Watchmaker's legacy, then go look in.
okay, dude, I love this setup. This is like setting up all three of the paths, and then they're all gonna go on. Oh, this is so
the
sick.
existence of death, but they're burying the past and the truth about what happens inside the dreamscape.
Already on it.
And the Astral Express is no enemy of yours.
I know that. I just never expected to hear you say it. What's next, then? The Trailblazer's been taken by Black Swan. Will you go look for her?
No need for that. No harm in mentioning that Elio's only given me one instruction. Get all of the Astral Express to track down the Grand Legacy.
Okay, so that's probably the legacy of the Watchmaker. Alright.
I tried settling this in an easier and more direct way. But as you can see, here I am, confronting you. I failed. Can't ever go against the script.
Okay, this is interesting. This
The
is
so-called impossible is merely something that has yet to happen.
so no matter what he does, he always has to go on to what the script says. I guess that's what
That's
he's
it.
doing.
Before we split, can I ask you one more thing? Is there anything else in your script about me? I'd like to know what kind of footnote I get to leave in that future foreseen by destiny.
Oh, okay, that's red.
Unfortunately, not a thing.
I knew it.
Alright, I'm gonna get it.
Hang on.
Alright, see, I'm gonna get it.
Don't. What?
Your first question was, do you still have dreams about everyone who died because of you? I don't. Never have. I was born without the ability to dream. I live for this cold, harsh reality. For a little light. And to burn. To keep on burning. Until I turn to ash.
Dude, this is...
I really envy you.
You know, I was kind of afraid that they were like, oh, what if they fuck it up? But no, they this is peak. This is insane. This is...
Is that so? And you're already living in the waking world.
Okay, nice. Now we're gonna go back to Trailblazer. Present day. Oh my god, bro. This quest is unhinged. What is...
Miss Firefly from Black Swan. But we never expected Miss Robin to...
I'm sorry that I couldn't be with you that...
Reality cruises on in serenity, while undercurrents bubble up from the dreamscape. Just like that memo keeper said. Stay strong, everyone. We can still do what we can for them. Starting with finding the murderer.
Let's recap everything then. The Trailblazer just reminded me of something. Marge, do you remember what that family rep who negotiated with us said?
Indeed, we trust that the Nameless has nothing to do with this. And we also beg each of you to help assist the family in verifying the identity of the deceased. That's how it was put, in reference to Miss Firefly.
Okay.
Looking back, he seemed a little evasive at the time. And he also failed to mention anything about the earlier murder, too.
The family's planning on covering up all news about Miss Robin's death. If news gets out, Penacony's going to turn into a bloodbath.
But the murder that followed closely after was obviously beyond their anticipation. The family had to try and turn things to their advantage by bringing in reinforcements from outside. The Charmony Festival is nearly here. They must be snowed under.
That's one way to put it.
It could also be that Miss Firefly's murder had so many witnesses that it couldn't be covered up. So they went with the flow and let more people on the scene to control the situation. After all, the nature of the two murders is fundamentally different. The family's first protective measure should be against malicious actors among the guests, such as that IPC envoy.
Indeed. He was particularly concerned about that Galaxy Ranger.
Are we missing the forest for the trees here? I always felt that Aventurine's reasons for accusing Miss Acheron were highly subtle. Can we believe him?
I mean, I don't think we can believe anything anyone says, but...
And I'm afraid the only ones we can trust are ourselves.
See, she gets it.
Look, let's try to gather intel first and then list all the possible outcomes we can. Then we go through them, eliminating contradictions one by one. The fewer facts remaining, the closer we are to the truth.
Okay.
I've still got this sense of foreboding. It's like we're stuck in a whirlpool, spinning around that legacy even after everything that's happened.
Okay, I think I know what they're doing with Ort. They're like showing words just to be like, hey, this is important. You gotta remember this, like, sort of thing. Okay, I think I get it.
This time we're playing the role of a real detective. But before we start, what are we going to say to the family and Aventurine?
As I see things, The family harbors no ill will towards the Astral Express.
For now.
If they didn't trust the crew, they wouldn't have casually commissioned outsiders to investigate a case that's, in all likelihood, a scandal. Plus, this is the family's turf. Teaming up with them should make things easier for us in the future.
I guess it's true.
As for that Aventurine, well, I'd like to hear your thoughts.
He's complex. He deliberately slow-played his hand during negotiations while running circles around us all the while. He appealed
He's such a
convincingly
piece of
to
shit.
both his and emotion. It wasn't forced, but the intent was obvious. Still, it's good to have contacts among all this uncertainty. The Venturine showed his skills, and as far as our interests are aligned, he can become a reliable ally. We also need to keep a certain distance from the family. Never let them get
So kind of like,
close. Teaming
sort
up
of
with
like
the
be allies,
IPC
but
helps
like
balance
not
that
too
out.
close to
If
allies.
either side makes a move, we have the option to pull out.
Alright, that's
So
smart.
you suggest accepting Aventurine's proposal to team up?
Yes. It's risky, but we can only wait until both sides have played their cards before making any further judgments.
I get why, but there's a whole lot of bad guys and girls around here. And I'm worried about getting stabbed in the back. She's been bullied a few times now, and I can't stand it anymore.
What is this response? Oh my god, I kinda wanna say that just to see what he says.
You're like a broken record.
Fuck, I see that.
Forget about it. Just let me keep an eye on him. If that doesn't work, we can just turn the tables and use him instead.
Then, could you please reply to Aventurine? Everyone, take this time to put together your thoughts.
Alright. Well, yeah. Collaborate, but, his fucking picture. We'll all be in this together. Okay, what are you gonna do? Small something. I'll just say it. A certain generation. It's a little extra, just for like, he's such a piece of shit, oh my god. The case, okay.
Looks like Aventurine is happy with this outcome. Let's tell everyone about it.
Alright, we go, what do you got?
Aventurine's goal is to try and recapture Penacony for IPC. To do this, he'll have to bring down the family in its entirety to create a big enough chance.
Okay, because, I mean, we obviously know that we're going to fight him because of the trailer, and obviously he says something about trying to destroy the dream in
The
the trailer,
existence
so...
of death will be covered up by the family. So how does he plan on taking them down? It's gotta be something important enough that everyone will notice. But it also can't be anything too out in the open.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's none of these, so...
I'm just speculating. In any case, we have to be careful.
I should have selected those out, you know, whatever, it's fine.
He's skilled at reading people and discerning the right moment to strike. Also, he's clearly a born gambler if he's willing to go all in to win.
Yeah, it basically just like, going all in on
said
this.
something that concerns me. He accused that Galaxy Ranger of killing Robin without any evidence whatsoever, but said nothing about her connection to that memory zone meme or why he was stalking you.
God, bro, why did they have to call it a meme, dude? Why did... It was like the worst word to pick.
It's a groundless accusation, which only serves to make him seem more suspicious.
Does he have other plans?
Venturine's goal was never to gain our trust. Maybe he wanted to foster a feeling of enmity towards Acheron and make the situation more volatile. Two birds, one stone. However, I asked Don.
I think it's more like he's just like hiding
Express to
something of what he
confirm
actually
the
wants.
story about the Annihilation Gang and the lost messages. It wasn't something that Aventurine made up out of thin air.
Well, maybe just
You've
saw
met
it.
her many times now. What's your impression of Miss
Mysterious? Yes. Huh? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? What do you?
Fits the stereotype of a Galaxy Ranger to a T. They're eccentric, unpredictable, and fond of being alone. No wonder she's a suspect.
What do you mean by that? What did she fuck with my memories? What just happened? Alright, March, what do you got? Let's see, looking at the. What's that? I guess in the finale is gonna be us going to that.
It's not too soon to bring it up, but I feel like Miss Robin isn't actually dead, but that she's still alive and well. Somewhere. That everything's just some horrible prank.
Bro, that hurt my soul.
Because aren't we supposed to be inside a dream? How could someone die in a beautiful dreamscape like this? Shouldn't only good things happen here?
Well, you know how dreams are.
Whenever I see the Grand Theater, I just can't stop all these thoughts from flooding my head.
Yeah, well, but who restored the dream?
Yeah, of course. At times like this, we're so lucky to have our crew. The family and the IPC. Everyone has their own plans going on. Everyone's still having a great time out there on the streets. Nobody knows what's happened. It's all so unreal. As if Firefly, Miss Robin, and us were all outsiders from another world.
Wait, is that it? Is that what it is? Cause that might be what it is.
Aw, what a mess. I really want a nice cool drink of soda to help me calm down.
Oh, I don't know if you want the soda from here, dude.
But then I'd be just like everyone else out on the streets.
Looks like Aventurine doesn't need anything else. Let's turn our attention to the family's assignment for now. Himiko, what do you think?
Among our current clues, the two murders that she witnessed are the most directly connected. I suggest starting here. One thing I'm curious about is, if a person dies in a dream,
Dude, thank you. We're
what
like.
happens to them in real life? Seeing as we're at the family's behest, why not pop back out to reality and verify Miss Firefly's situation back at the hotel? Perhaps we could also make a few inquiries about her while out there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I feel like they're not gonna say anything because
there
you know
are
it's.
still some things worth focusing on inside the dreamscape. I'll investigate those and we can link up again later.
Worth focusing on? Oh. No problem. I'll leave it to you.
Huh? Aw, I thought I'd finally get to see Himiko and Mr. Yang go out on a mission together.
Okay, I know where he's going. Okay,
Take care
he's
then,
gonna go see
Mr.
Akira. He's gonna go.
I will. Keep in touch.
All right, Walt. What do you got?
Honored guest, could you come out for a second?
Well, what do you got to say, Walt?
I'd be embarrassed too, getting stared at like that.
Forgive me. My name is Welt Yang. I'm one of the...
Oh my God! Dude, I think this is gonna happen right now. I just...
If you've met my colleagues.
Well,
Is there something about my name?
first, don't you want to know my name?
I already do, Miss Acheron. You're a prominent figure in Penacony.
What are they saying about me?
What do you mean by that?
Saying that you're the real culprit behind these murders. That the Annihilation Gang's tragic fate at the banquet was a result of your blade. And that you're now attempting to unleash another bloodbath on Pentecost.
The Annihilation Gate.
Ifrit of Everflame Mansion.
Tragic fate. That Duke turned his dying body to flames and sacrificed his life as a martyr. He was a determined and heroic pathstrider. Not even a villain should be disparaged like this.
Okay.
And what's more, there were plenty of suspects invited. Do they really think that a blade is more dangerous than that black hole you're wielding?
Ooh, okay, she knows.
Keen intuition. Not even the family managed to point out the truth behind this case. So you must surely know, Miss Acheron, that peering into a black hole is not a wise move. As a potential threat, your knowledge of us has reached uncomfortable. Reveal your true identity and intentions. Otherwise, brace yourself for gravitational disintegration.
That shouldn't be necessary. But if it makes the Nameless feel less defensive, I'll be happy to abide. Believe it or not, Galaxy Ranger, Acheron, those are the names I go by to this very day. My trip to Penacony is solely to fulfill an old, final request.
Okay, what do you mean by that?
I'm here for the Watchmaker's legacy. And that's it. I think I've been honest enough.
Nah, bullshit, I don't believe that.
Still unwilling to reveal your true identity?
It's not that I don't want to. It's just that I can't. I've come so far, and I can't sum up all of that in just a few words. Everyone has their own unspeakable past. Secrets that they don't want to be revealed. And I won't be asking any more questions, such as why the Astral Express is roaming around the cosmos with a Stellaron.
Oh, she knows. Oh, what?
Is she okay? That memo keeper didn't do anything, right?
She's fine. Let's just stick with the topic. Gaining my trust depends on how much you're willing to reveal.
I've run around many different Penacony dreamscapes just to try and find that legacy. And during this period,
I love that they're just like getting into it. Like, there's not like really like any like bullshit. They're just going
I
for it.
gradually came to realize the secret of Penacony may be closely related to the Trailblaze. That's why I've come to ask for your help. I don't have enough proof yet, but I'd like to speculate something. The source of all tragedy lies within the family. If you could trust me, we could find the proof to support this claim together. Mr. Yang, I think you've come to the same conclusion, haven't you?
I love that they're giving
Let's
like the other.
leave it at that. For now, I'll choose to believe that you bear no hostility.
I love that they're giving other parts of the crew like their own sort of storylines. So we're gonna have like the main crew storyline, the Welts and Acheron storyline, and we're gonna have a Venturine storyline. Dude, this is gonna be
Share
so
your
sick.
findings with me and me alone. I don't want vague conjecture to interfere with other people's judgments before we find solid proof.
Mm-hmm.
Well, just like that.
By
You
the
just...
way, would you like something to drink? Before we go, how about 2 cups of Wake the Heck Up? No, because the conversation coming up will last forever.
Huh? What do you mean by that? What do you What do you mean? Okay, this is probably us.
I've been watching her closely for a while now, and the first invitation was in the banquet hall of the hotel.
Okay, not who I expected.
She just sat in one corner, keeping silent, chugging down a couple cups of Wake the Heck Up. I told her it's a pungent, bitter beverage, not the taste of sweet dreams. Only for people allergic to Soul Glad. And she's
Really? But I don't taste any difference at all between them.
Okay, what are you doing?
The guest rooms are charmingly minimalist, an aesthetic you share, Miss Acheron. It's a cinch. This music box. The invitation received by the Annihilation Gang. There are latent memories that linger on it yet. You see, memories of you are not yours alone. They travel in other people, other things. I know much, and I can predict even more. With some
What is
help,
happening?
the dead can be made to speak. The Annihilation Gang, that band of desperados who all disappeared after meeting you. What exactly happened to them? Well, let me reveal all.
Okay, she gonna. Oh, dude, this is a bad idea.
12. Dreamscape 12. Father, I dedicate this to you.
Well done, Dubra. Wherever they go, shall be met by annihilation.
There it is. It's hazy, but it's Ifrit's voice. The other one is probably his progeny. This is the residual memory from when the invitation was first delivered. They were abruptly interrupted. Then, what happened next is...
Okay, dude, this is such a bad idea. You just.
Sought refuge in a land of sleep, merely wishing for undisturbed rest, away from the storms.
Okay.
Children of the flame, this marks your rite of passage.
She won't be necessary. I alone am enough.
When have thou, on the path of destruction, feared death?
The Everflame Mansion has set out on a journey. Those
Okay.
poor people. They have no idea what lies in wait ahead of them. Memory recovery is going well, but slowly. She'll be here soon, and time is short. There's nobody else here, so there's no need to be delicate. In fact, I think I'd better go all out.
Alright, blocks wrong. Good.
What happened? The memory after that is blank. How is that possible? This music box fell into Acheron's hands, and she brought it to Penacony. That's a fact, and that's how it should have gone. But along the way,
Oh, okay.
it's like it's been erased. Who's done?
Who are you?
Huh?
Who are you?
It's... No. Is this not a memory?
Oh, a memo keeper. Do you serve the Garden of Recollection? Or the Cremators?
Dude, I'm trying to figure out whose voice that is, but honestly, I have no idea.
My name is Constance. A pleasure to meet you. We
Oh,
were
it's her,
supposed
okay.
to meet in Penacony and spend it unforgettable time together. But that seems unrealistic. Dawn was not welcome on the banquet star, and I don't need a coming-of-age ceremony. And you? I know what you're looking for. Want her secret? I can give it to you, and then you can enjoy the banquet for me.
Okay.
I
Is it-
wish you unforgettable memories.
Oh. A phone.
On the other side, okay. Oh. Okay, we're just going to his BOE
A
now.
few days ago, the IPC made an announcement under the watchful guidance of the Marketing Development Department and in accordance with the Interstellar Peace Charter. The independent Sigonian sovereignty has hereby been established and shall take a legislative seat at the Interstellar Congress. The
Okay.
formation of the Sigonian sovereignty is of great historical significance to the Sigonia system. This move puts an end to the planet's long and bloody history, turning the sensational Kataka-Avgin extinction event into a distant memory.
Okay.
Sigonia 4 is located in an unclaimed zone at the intersection of the Denise, Prothean, and Dorneau star clusters. the planet's
so many
surface
words, I don't know what they
environment
mean.
is known for being extremely harsh, constantly faced with the threat of impact from small-scale celestial objects. This is why very few intelligent species have made this planet their home, dividing themselves into several tribes to eke out nomad lifestyles as they struggle to survive the arid desert wilderness. They have developed their own folk beliefs that are independent of the Eon belief system.
Okay.
Sigonia. Sigonia. Ravenous eye of the storm, spurned by all the gods. Land of rock, but not water.
Okay.
Lightning, but not rain. Blood, but not tears. You beat us with your falling stars. You lash us with wind and storm. You chew us up with the... You promised us a land of honey, yet yoked us beneath a sword of bitterness. Oh, Gaiathra Triclops, if thou can hear me, please open up thy 3 eyes and gaze upon this child. When you took his father, my child was still sleeping in my belly. And where my husband went, I too soon must go. I don't ask for a peaceful death. Just for you to tell me, does the baby swaddled sweetly asleep? Does he dream of his mother's heartbeat and the sound of falling rain? Please tell me.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Whether this life is all just a fleeting dream. Otherwise, why would this child be born to face impending death?
Mommy! 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 The rain! It's raining!
Raining? Raining!
It is raining! It's true! Those outworlders weren't lying to us. They really did summon the rain. Mommy, we can leave here. We can go back home.
Back home.
It's just so interesting.
Gaiathra Triclops. You came. Do you hear that? Thank you. Thank you. Darling, listen. This is the sound of rain. On the day you were born, the sky also sent down a gift like this from Gaiathra.
Oh my! I just made the connection. Oh my God! Okay, I get it. I get it.
Such a lucky child. Such a blessed child. Just like your name. A gift from them to Avgen. May the goddess Gaiathra close her eyes 3 times. Keep your blood eternally pulsing. Let your journey.
That's what I say, dude. This really feels like a Honkai story. Like with all the cutscenes and everything, this really feels like a Honkai story.
And your schemes forever concealed. Welcome to this sad world, Kakavasha.
Time to wake up, Gam.
Yeah.
Oh, heavens. I must have drunk too much Soul Glad. Didn't expect you to be back so soon. How is it? Find anything?
Just as you guessed. Nobody outside knows about
Oh, you're back.
Roman's death. There aren't even baseless conspiracy theories. They're still streaming the rehearsal for her ceremony. Using a stand-in, I guess. They must be dreaming.
Of course.
Oh, that
Who could imagine that death
Firefly.
would actually
No,
descend
not Firefly,
upon the
Spark.
idyllic dream created by the family? Let alone that the victim would be the female lead of the Charmony Festival. To be honest with you, I didn't believe it.
Also, yeah, I kind of want to get to the point
Tested
where I
a few
can
times
switch
myself.
views, and then
Until I
I'll
discovered that I
probably
couldn't
end the
actually
episode,
die.
and then I'll probably do
Whenever there's any
a separate
danger,
video
I'm
on
forced
each of the
away by
different
dream
paths,
pool,
and then we'll
it's
do a
all
final
as
video
if
on the end.
everything were just a nightmare. That's why I'm convinced that there are a few big secrets lurking behind the scenes.
Okay, what do you mean?
Then you must have heard about the Memory Zone meme. When I graciously deigned to establish connections with the Oak family on your behalf, they were quite in a pitiful state of disarray. Besides Robin, there was another body. I don't know the exact details, just that it was a stoke.
2 murder cases? I told you something seemed off about the Nameless. Well, she must have come across the other one. This murderer is a psycho. But I have to admit, the case should be easy to crack. We can leverage the family's malfeasance and let the IPC use this as a reason to intervene. It's just that their trickery runs deeper than I thought. Robin's stand-in was all ready to go. These 2 murders are definitely getting hushed up. What should we do? Let me think. It's too rare an opportunity to miss out on, so I gotta be careful.
So does everyone's.
Incredible gambler. Have you already exhausted your limited repertoire of tricks so soon?
Oh
Well, there are plenty of chips, but it'd be best to choose carefully. The most straightforward has to be Robin. Remember? That masked fool once told me to find a mute as a friend. Robin is what she calls the mute. She has lost her voice, and while most people can't pick up on it, you and I cannot mistake that sound. Not produced by any voice box, but rather by the resonance of the harmony. If that girl hadn't gone hoarse from singing practice, there'd only be one possibility. Something was up with the family. Or Robin herself. To get to the bottom of this, I tried every way I could to meet her, but she died. Right before my very eyes.
A complete and utter loss. Incidentally, it seems to have resulted in your rather undignified arrival on the interrogation stand. There were eyewitnesses at the scene, and the family, in their graciousness, has tentatively accepted your alibi. However, for the foreseeable future, you shall, regrettably, find yourself under the vigilant watch of the hounds.
Well, things aren't looking too optimistic, Doctor. I'm starting to break out in a cold sweat.
Yeah, sure.
Do you reckon there's still any chance of a comeback, given how things are?
A probability? Yes, it exists, but it verges on the infinitesimal. To phrase it in a manner more befitting the vernacular of Penacony, you're dreaming. But if you simply can't control yourself and want to try your hand, then there just so happens to be a suitable candidate. That man wants to see you again.
Who?
Sunday.
Oh,
Is this a public hearing or a private?
If it were the former, it would hardly befit my stature to stoop to the role of a mere messenger.
He started offended by that.
Fine. Well, that's great. It's all great. You see, the dead can't talk, but the living can. Ratio, I'm convinced now that there must be something wrong inside the family. Just you wait and see. That man's sister has died. He can't sit on his hand. Without any further ado, let's set off. Lead the way. The show.
Okay, now where are we going?
We're here. The Dewlight Pavilion is the Oak family's fortress and a place where heads of the families meet to discuss great plans for Penacony.
Fortress? I like this metaphor. I dealt with the warlords of the Amanicus star system not long ago. Their civilized orbital manor wasn't this heavily guarded.
This mansion normally belongs to Sunday, and is very befitting of its owner. Without his express invitation, the likes of ordinary guests would never grace these grounds in their lifetimes. Look around while you still have this moment of freedom.
Hey, Doc, whose side are you on anyway?
Or why would he be on your side?
Who's to say I won't sell you out?
We'll see. When we meet the authorities...
Why would you trust him? If anything, he's even more untrustworthy than you are.
Follow me and I'll bring you to his parlor. Hold your tongue and let me deal with the members of the family.
Oh, wait. Okay, story. Oh, is this... Oh, we finally... Okay, so we got the Trailblazers and we got... No, I can't view what he does, goddamn. Fuck. Okay, well I guess we're gonna do Aventurine's story first. Probably. Yeah, we'll probably do his first, and then we'll do the Trailblazers, and then we'll do Acheron's, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, that's gonna be about it for this episode of Honkai StarRail. Dude, this story has already been unhinged, and we just started. If you liked the video, maybe hit the like button, maybe subscribe, and if not, that's fine as well, and I will see you in the next video.